Assalamu alaikum. My name is Vikas Jabbar, and the idea that I am presenting is an online on-demand blood bank. We know what a blood bank is, but there are few new things to this idea, and one is online, the other thing is on demand. So let's look what the idea is. So the main idea is that suppose there's a person who is a patient. The patient is in serious medical condition, so he takes the patient to the hospital. The patient is treated there, but the doctor says that the person needs blood. So the idea comes and that instead of going to the traditional mechanism of finding the blood, uh, which may not be available, so the guardian of the patient then takes out his mobile phone and sends an SMS to our blood donations bank, online blood bank. This blood bank has a database, and that database has registered donors, so it searches for the donors in the region the guardian is located and sends an SMS to a donor nearby. The donor contacts the original guardian and coordinates with him as to where he wants to donate the blood, and then he goes to the actual hospital and donates the blood. So if we just do a brief comparison of what an online blood bank will do versus a traditional blood bank. So traditional blood bank is limited with the facilities, while the online blood bank will have an unlimited number of users. There will always be a fresh supply of blood. In traditional blood bank, normally the blood is no longer usable after 20 to 30 days. Online blood bank can handle as sudden increase in the demand of blood in case of emergency like some natural disaster, while a traditional blood bank cannot do that thing. It has virtually no maintenance cost compared to that of a traditional blood bank. The donor registration is easy and there is no wastage of blood. The important point is that since the technology has changed a lot in the current years, then using the technology and the pervasiveness of mobile phones in our country, we can use the facilities of an SMS to have an automated system in which we can coordinate the donors with the persons who need the blood, and we can make the system for a city and then replicate the system to other parts of the country. The social impact that it will have is the thing that the people who need blood will be able to find it easily, quickly, and safely. And they only have to send an SMS and they would get the response of different donors located within the locality so that they can get the blood quickly. Similarly, donors can easily register to the system, and they are able to donate the blood whenever there is a requirement of the blood. It would it would it would it would bridge the gap between the supply and demand of the uh, of the blood. Currently, there is a lot of need, but there are not enough donors, which leads to blood trafficking. And since when it will bridge the gap, the blood trafficking will automatically decrease, and it will strengthen the community bond, so that we and have a sense of ownership and a sense of helping out each other. The thing that I would need is first I would go visit different hospitals and uh, get the exact requirements of what the system would be, what are different players in the system, and then get different systems on board so that they can subscribe to this blood donation service, which may be offered to them as if they want to find the donors themselves. Then I would make a team of software architects, developers, testers, and the important point would be to have a doctor on the system or the person who has worked in a blood bank so that he can um, so that he can help us out in this thing. Then I would start the actual development of the system. I would get, and when the system is in some form of finished state, I would get a web hosting for that, and I would need an SMS gateway, and it would be helpful if I get different network service provider to give discounted rate on sending and receiving the SMSs. And the most important thing that I think in this system would be to have a good advertisement campaign so that we can get donors on board, and similarly the people who require the plot, they know that there is a system available to them. My experience is that I'm mostly a software development person. I have more than 10 years of experience in that, master's degree in computer science, and I have supervised similar final year projects at bachelor's level, and you can check out my complete profile at the link given. Thank you.